So I want to show you some of the cool things you can find on Brusheezy for free, and then also what to look out for the ones that actually charge you. So right here on at Brusheezy, you can search for free Photoshop brushes. They also have other things that are here, but for example, with the brushes, if I want to use this like finger paints brush, I just hit free download. It'll take a minute. There we go. And then this comes in as a compressed folder, or also known as a zipped file. So you'll have to pull that out onto your desktop. And drag that out to desktop. Or if you're using a Chromebook, just drag it to your My Files. Or you can drag it to your collage folder. What that will do is it'll make it available for installing in Photoshop. So for example, let me pull this one over. All right, so right in here, what I can now do is I can go to my brushes. So I choose brush. I come up here to the top where the control bar is. I click and I go to import brushes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down on my desktop. There's the finger paint brushes. I click load and it will load in a folder at the very bottom. And then it will list all of the brushes here. So you can go through and experiment with some of these and decide, oh, maybe I'll put this one on here and run that. Oops, I'm actually on a layer mask. I can tell because right up here at the top, it's letting me know what layer I currently have selected, which is this lookup table that I'm not really looking for. So for whatever reason, if I decide, ooh, I want to throw that random color on there, it's actually kind of cool. I like the way that it's got these this edge. It's kind of choppy. It's got that kind of semi-transparent kind of look. And then you can always rotate your brushes and stuff around. Remember, if you just go in here under brush settings, you can click on brush tip shape. And you can rotate this and have it go in an opposite direction. You can even press this button that'll flip it one way, flip it the other way, and so on. So you could use that brush over and over, and then you can just look at where the tips are here to find other brushes that you may want to use as well. I'd recommend putting those on, its own layer as you mess around with it. But that's one piece with Brusheezy that I really like. The other things that you can find besides brushes, so like down here, they've got these like layer text effect ones that you could use. However, you want to avoid the ones that say premium. Those are ones that actually cost money. But these will download layer styles instead of just a texture. Speaking of textures, I didn't mean texture, I meant brush. Besides texture, if you click here where it says browse by category, this actually shows you other things that this site has. So those shapes, the ones that I did with the little swirl pattern, they've got shapes that are here as well. So if I click on shapes, I can see I've got all these pre-made shapes that can be downloaded and added to the shapes section. To add to the shapes, what you would end up doing is very similar to what you do with brushes. When you're ready to load, when you're ready to load a shape, you just need to be on your shape tool. And then where the shapes are listed here, a little gear, and you're going to go to load shapes. So you would load the shape that you download. So there's other things that are in here on Brusheezy that are pretty nice too. Let me go back. Like here, if you're looking for backgrounds, I'm going to click on background. This one doesn't have nearly as many, but there are some pre-made textures and stuff that are here. So if there's something where you're looking to kind of beef up your design, you can always take a look through here. There's 40 pages worth of abstract backgrounds. Again, watch out for the ones that say premium because those do cost money. But they've got a whole bunch of other things that you could potentially use in your designs just to give it some kind of finished kind of effect. That's kind of cool. Retro backgrounds, interesting. All right, let me go back and show you a couple other things that are pretty cool in here. If you want to get a customized gradient, there's some gradients that are here that you can download, and you can load these up automatically. So, like, for example, gradients. Nope, those are sponsored. Watch out for those too. These sponsored images by iStock, I mean, those are paid ones. These are paid ones. But I can come down here and there's gradients that are available. Here's some other colors. A lot of times they'll do stuff where it's got oh, that's really cool. Oh, those are patterns. Interesting. More gradients and stuff here. So there's a lot of free resources that you can use just from this one site. Give it a shot, play around, see what else is available.